me begin and confess I need your healing. I made a friend of the fear I have been feeling, and I believed the lies it spoke that led me into doubt. But I'm calling on your angel armies now. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. I'm casting it away by the power in your name. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. There is so much I don't know, but I know you're faithful. If mountains need to be moved, I know you're able. I will lift my hands again and believe what I believe. The Lord is on my side, and now I'm free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. I'm casting it away by the power in your name. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. I feel the joy of heaven upon this place descending, peace passing understanding. What shall I fear? You are my soul's protector, my shield and my defender, from now until forever. What shall I fear? Through trial and tribulation, you're still my strong salvation. I sing in celebration. What shall I fear? Through trial and tribulation, you're still my strong salvation. I sing in celebration. What shall I fear? What shall I fear? Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. I'm casting it away by the power in your great name. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore.
Brian and Jeff, great to see you guys. This is awesome and exciting to see you both collaborating. And what an amazing song called Fear is Not Welcome. I love this theme. And Brian, your vocal on this, your performance is so passionate and emotional. And I really sense that, your connection with what you're saying in the song. But talk a little bit about this, the song. What was it in this song and this lyric that really connected with you as an artist and said, this is something that I really want to sing?
Well, just thinking about the project, I knew I wanted to speak to anxiety. And I was able to get on a Zoom call with some writers from the label, and we talked. And I really kind of poured my heart out around anxiety and the things that might cause anxiety, the things that could lead to distraction, and
the need to get past that and focus on what you need to focus on, the desire to do this. And then Jeff turns this song around in 48 hours. Back to me, fear is not welcome. And the most arresting line to me was the let me begin and confess line.
Wow.
Because you can't focus if you're not going to be honest about what you're afraid of and how those fears may be causing you to get distracted. Mm-hmm. So in that way, the song was also a challenge because I didn't come up in an environment where it was okay to admit fear. You know, you try to hide it and mask it. And, this song speaks to this hope that you can not only be honest about it, but it can be cast away.
Yeah. Wow. And Jeff, you guys got together, had, this Zoom call that Brian was talking about was like right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah, really early on. Yep.
And I mean, I love how that God has been dropping in ministry songs this last year to help people through, and what an incredible song to drop into the middle of everybody's fear around everything that's going on in the world. But talk a little bit about, as you're listening in, that idea, where did that come from? How did you, really connect to that based on what Brian was sharing with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, really, the heartbeat that struck me, and I think he said this on the call, was just about acknowledging that it's real, and I think there's a something we all want to do as human beings quite often is imagine ourselves as stronger than we are, But the only way to really cast fear away, even in the power of Jesus, but the only way to cast it away is to acknowledge that it's real. And I think even we are a very fearful culture right now. There's a lot to be afraid of. Jesus comes in when we're honest and we're real about our weaknesses, and he can meet us in those places. If we have these kind of like, I'm not really that scared, I can do this myself. I think Jesus is more apt to be like, okay, well, then try to do that yourself and see how that goes, But admitting our weakness and admitting our need is where the Lord really comes in and starts to do his best work. And so that...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you... Okay. So I think that idea was so much the heartbeat of the song, like being able, let me begin and confess, I need your healing, like saying these things that are real, acknowledging those things, and then bringing it to Jesus. And through his power is where that fear can ultimately be cast away and where we can be focused on the things that we need to focus on. That just struck me, like the heartbeat of what Brian wanted his whole record to speak to, led to this song that poured out of me really quickly.
I just heard this too, like acknowledging where you've gotten comfortable with it. Because when we say it's not welcome in our hearts anymore, it speaks to the fact that there are areas where we've gotten comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe built fortresses that keep us from what God really has us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Has for us. But
there's a lot of that in my story, for sure.
And we hear that all the time in church, right? You got to get out your comfort zone to really find out how good the Lord is and what God really has for you. So when you were talking, that's what just leapt in my spirit, like that not welcome anymore.
Right.
As if it's been welcome in the past.
Yeah, and that was part of it too. Like it has been welcome here. I have made a friend with fear in these different points in my life. And it sometimes can imprison you so much that you don't even know that it's there anymore.
Yes.
It has you so captive that you can't even point it out. But when that kind of deep fear is released, I think, at least in my story, when I've felt those kinds of things, some of the most freedom I then feel is those things I didn't even know were real being cast away, anyway.
Wow, man, so good. I feel like we could chat for an hour.
Probably could chat for an hour.
We should. Jeff, walk us through, man, like what you're playing. I love the chords in this. For any keyboard players that want to stretch and bring a little gospel influence.
Yeah, I'll apologize to
into
everybody
service.
for all the chords. I just couldn't help myself on this.
There will be a chart, on the song page.
Yeah, use the chart. It'll help you. I'll say just a couple things. I think it would be too much to try to walk through every chord in the song, but the couple things that are themes in this are these walk-ups, these little chromatic walk-ups. This the top of the song, the 6, 5 over 7, 1, 1 over 3, 4. That's a large part of the chorus is kind of based around those walk-ups. a lot of emotion in those ascending chords to me. The other thing in the bridge, there's some of these the chromatic down things. These are very gospel. You know, I got to engage that side of me, which I don't get to do very often, but it was really fun. So these kind of like, I just played that terribly, but like some of that kind of stuff that I think, you know, and again, the chart will walk you through this, but trying to incorporate that gives it this, I don't know, this authenticity and this weight to me. But yeah, piano players, hopefully this will give you something fun to play.
You just made me think too, you know, this is the first time I can remember doing a collaboration with someone that works primarily in this space, this CCM space,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
So when you say, do you need to apologize for being too many chords? I was like, oh, that's not a lot of chords at all, you know? Like, you know,
All the gospel piano players are like, this is easy.
Yeah. I mean, so.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to speak to, though, with the song is just, you use this analogy about giving people the arrow that they can shoot. I love that analogy. This song is so useful, man, just in a worship setting, in a church, when you're trying to minister. It works seamlessly in the flow. And so that's one of the things I really appreciate about it.
Cool.
Wow, that's so good. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing the song. It's a beautiful song. Brian, great performance, man. So glad you guys were able to connect on this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome. Fear is not welcome in my heart anymore. I'm casting it away by the